if you have and you breed like mini bullies, fuck you. Those dogs are so goddamn nasty. The street sharks, the leapfrogs, like the ones that should not be alive. Like they look like they were born in like the hills have eyes, but like the dog version, right? And people think that's like a cool trait. That's not a fucking dog, bro. It's like it's a toad. It's a land shark. It's a fucking it's like an amphibian with legs that can't use them, right?
And so this sweet angel, this is Peach. I showed you guys her in the last video, and I guess I want to do like just a little mini video on her, because she's gonna be, I don't want to say a part of the channel a bunch, but she'll be in my videos a ton, about as much as I included Milo in them. You guys have learned like I'm a big dog guy now. Like we've always had cats, but I don't know, dogs for me, it's just they're just fucking cool animals and stuff, especially when you can train them well and get attached. And there's just something about them. I don't know. You speak? Speak. Yeah, good girl, good girl. Yeah. Dude, she's only like 3.5 months and she's already got like 6 or 7 commands down. It's fucking sweet. Here, Peach, sit. Paw. 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 Nope, get down. Sit. Paw. Paw. Yes, good girl. Twirl. Twirl. Sit. Yes. Twirl. She doesn't have nothing in my hand. Here. Oh, in my pocket. Twirl. 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 Yes. Sit. Down. Stay. Dude, 3.5 months and she's already this smart. Stay. I fucking love it. Here, I'll give her a squirrel. Stay. Go. We were looking for, after we lost Milo, we were looking for short hair, a dog that's medium size and not crazy big, and then we wanted a dog that has a ton of affection. And I mean, come on, dude, look at that face. Tell me she's not the sweetest looking thing on the planet. Leave it alone. Are you gonna sit on that? I thought you were gonna pee on that. Come here, here. Here, Peachy. Good girl, sit. You gonna sit? So we wanted short hair, medium size, ton of affection, and then what's cool about her is she's already smarter than any other dog we've ever been around or had. And then the obedience level is crazy different too. So the only other dogs we were considering, I don't think I put them on the board. No, I definitely didn't put them on the board. So after we had Milo, we were considering another bulldog, but you don't want to do that because you're just going to compare and compare and compare, right?
The only other dogs that we were considering besides another bulldog was, so Vizsla, which is what we got, but that wasn't number 1 yet. I was running into trying to get a German Shorthair Pointer. Back when we lost Milo in February, I was playing golf that week and just trying to get out of my head. And we were coming up on one of the holes, and this guy was running across the fairway with his dogs, and he had 4 dogs out there, and I was like, the fuck, those dogs are cool looking, what is that? And we got closer, and I was like, oh shit, those are the pointers that I've seen like on Instagram. And so I started talking to the guy, asked him if he breeds them, and sure enough he did. And he had them on all like distance e-collars and stuff, and he like beeped them, and they all came back. It was just super cool to see like the way that they were trained. And so he asked me if I was interested in a pointer. And I had told him, like, we just lost our dog. I wasn't really interested yet, but I just wanted to talk to you about the breed and get some info and stuff, seeing as you have them. And so he wanted to know what happened with Milo. And so I was like, well, shit, I'm fucking golfing right now. I'm not really in the mood to talk about it, but whatever, I will. So I start telling him about it, and he starts like breaking down and crying a little bit. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I wasn't in the mood to like get emotional because I was like trying to get out of my head, but it hit him, and I knew how bad it already hit us. So, like, I don't know, it was just sweet to see. And then after we started talking and he took my number down, he like texted me and promised me a dog for free from one of his next litters. And he still hits me up to this day if I'm ready for a dog next year, that I can have one. I'm like, dude, that's so fucking nice. Like, there's such good people out there, not because it was free, but just like the genuine like kindness out of his heart for listening to what we had went through, which is pretty fucking traumatic. So we still make it a pointer, but what we were considering was bulldog, a Vizsla, a pointer. What else was medium size? I forgot. Like, but our 3 characteristics, like I said, were it was short hair, like medium size, obedient, and affectionate, and then the only other thing that really falls into that category is like a pound pit bull. And Maddie had one before, and all our friends have had blue noses and etc. But I don't know. Sometimes you don't want to get the same dog that everybody's had, right? So it doesn't sound that fun. And we like things that are a little different or like rare, if that makes sense. And so you don't really see Vizslas anymore out here in the Bay Area. I think if we've gone out in the last year or two. We've seen a couple at the dog park, maybe like 1 or 2 at the Lafayette Arm Wine Festival. But now that we have her and we met the breeders, like probably some of the sweetest dogs I've ever been around. The color's fucking awesome. Again, 3.5 months. She's got like 7 or 8 tricks down. She knows how to stay for a long period of time, and like we'll wait till I call. I don't have her trained on like any e-collar yet. She's just hand signals and verbal, but she's like better with hand signals than verbal. And all this is just kind of blowing my mind because I wasn't expecting any of that to happen this soon into having a dog like this. And I don't know. That was my boy, right? Like I fucking put everything I had into him, and his personality was so fun. He was a little box shredder. And so I feel like a part of me died with him, and I wasn't ready to. I don't know. You find different pieces of your heart somewhere else, so it's kind of cool to like feel something else for another dog and like build another attachment and stuff. So we're excited. She's a ton of fun already. I'm gonna try to keep like a little. I don't want to say that I'm gonna make a specific set of videos just for her or like for the Vizsla community or whatever. But I like to show you guys again what's going on in my lifestyle, and if you don't already follow me on Instagram, where I do post a lot of this stuff on my stories and my posts. I'll try and include it on my YouTube channel too, because I want to get more active back at posting things like this. But yeah, just a fantastic dog. If you guys are in the market for them, they're very expensive, so like budget for that. However, they're like breeding is controlled. They're not like bred like bulldogs are, where they're bred like, I don't know. I think I've seen some female bulldogs that have had like 7 or 8 litters in like the 3-year, 4-year lifespan. And that's just terrible because a lot of those times the bulldog has to have C-section. So they're just tearing those females up. Whereas they're trying to make a crazy amount of money on volume and price. For bulldogs, for those bullies, if you have and you breed like mini bullies, fuck you. Those dogs are so goddamn nasty and deformed. And I hate that that's what the French community also like engages into. There's a lot of them that breed these shitty colors into them, the merles. They breed the street sharks, the leapfrogs, like the ones that should not be alive. Like they look like they were born in like the hills have eyes, but like the dog version, right? And people think that's like a cool trait. And there's a big community on them that like breeds these for money and sells them for like $10,000 to $20,000. That's not a fucking dog, bro. It's like it's a toad. It's a land shark. It's a fucking. It's like an amphibian with legs that can't use them, right? Like their backs are all like concave. I don't know. They're the bad breeds. So what I'm getting at with this is it's hard to find like a good Frenchie either, or like a reputable breeder that you're not going to, one, it's going to be a lot of money, but two, like it's hard to like, I don't know. It'd be hard for us to go back into it and put all of our faith in thinking the dog's going to live a long time. Like that's just, you don't know what's going to happen to their spines, right? And they sell these dogs for $3,000 to $5,000. They feel like ticking time bombs. Like that shit sucks. So when you get so attached to one, you don't want to have that be a living characteristic in the back of your mind that might fucking happen. Your dog's going to like be cut short because of X, Y, and Z. And so with Vizslas, what we've learned, like their breeding is very like controlled or like protected out here. I mean, you're on a wait list for like 2 or 3 years usually for these dogs. So that's annoying at first when you're thinking about it. Because you want the dog, within the next 3 months. But like, I feel like if you do some digging and you find there's some breeders that will pop up that may have like a bunch of litters that are available soon. The breeder that we found just through networking and meeting people, word of mouth. This guy Hank up in Weimar. Here, Mom. Up. Yeah. So this guy Hank that we met up in Colfax. They're the breeders, and they're up in. They're up in Colfax, and they're super sweet people, and they had 2 litters back to back with 2 different females that they were housing at their place, and they're dogs from their previous dogs' litter, so they like helped other people breed as well. And so we met them, and he just happened to have a second litter that they didn't have all the puppies spoken for, so we jumped on it, and yeah, we ended up snagging her, and she's so fucking sweet, like super cute features. Really good temperament. The color's off the hook. But again, because of like the limited breeding, you're gonna pay a lot of money for them. But at least you know that they're gonna be doing well as far as health wise. Like that's what it comes down to. I think. Like now that we've been through stuff with Milo, I'd rather pay good money for a dog that I know is gonna last a lot longer, and like that's gonna be part of our family than something that's gonna be cut short. If that makes sense. Yeah. So that's a little bit of into our like a dog history and story in the last like year or two. But yeah, so I'm going to include a little bit about her. And just the fun things that happen. You know, if we go to the park or whatever, it's like little mini excerpts. Now you know about Peach.
Peachy, peachy. Peachy, peachy. What's up, mama? Sit. Oh, yes, you're so sweet. You want to sit? Good girl. How cute you are in the sun. She's got this super cool, cute golden color, and she's very pretty. And so a lot of the dogs that came out of Hank's litter, the two litters they had, they're all this pretty. Like, the dogs are very cute. I'm even trying to convince Madison at like having a hand at breeding her, even just for one litter. I think it'd be kind of cool to have more of them in the family, and then have like a bloodline going down where we can kind of keep it. As far as like these dogs, it's so pretty and so fun already. Crazy affectionate and just super cool. One thing I will say that's awesome about her is like her off leash training is like a cakewalk, and I think that's just instinctual. She just like has already started to do that, and she'll keep like I don't know, from me to the tire, it's like a 5-yard distance. If I stop walking, she'll stop and she'll look. She won't take off for other dogs. It's just kind of what she has going on now. Not every dog's gonna have that, but that's been kind of cool already to experience with her. Definitely loves her sticks. That's for sure. Stay there. Stay. Stay. Okay, here. Yes, good girl. Woohoo! Good girl. Here. I just do like this little hand signal down. That's what we taught her to already. Come here. Here. Peach. Here. Good girl. Sit. Kiss. Kiss. Yes, thank you. Can you speak? Say bye. Speak. Yeah, good girl. All right, guys. Peace.